Hello, friends. Sometimes we may feel like we're all alone when we're going through trials and tribulations. We may focus more on our problems rather than our higher power. For me, my higher power is God, and I know that God is always with me. No matter what the experience I'm experiencing, no matter how big or how small or how bad the situation is that's unfolding, I know that God is with me. I'd like to share with you a few testimonies of how I know that God is always there. Have you ever needed guidance or prayers, answers? I have. I have prayed on a thing for guidance, whatever it may have been, and I just left it alone and carried on, went about my day, doing my day-to-day routine, and out of nowhere, I get the answer. My prayer is answered. Whether it be a message from someone, a dream, or a message that God has laid on my heart, God shows up with confirmation. And I know that no ask is too big or too small for my God. It could be as small of a thing as I needed a parking space, and I call on my God. I'm pulling up to work. I call on God and I declare to God I need a parking space. And I am led to where that parking space is. God shows up. God grants favors and provide. How about when you're having an awful day? Everything is just going all wrong, and everything you planned doesn't go according to your plan. And sometimes just a kind word or a random act of kindness makes all the difference in that day. Someone may say something and it just cheers you up, uplifts you. Your day's brighter. That's God uplifting you. Several years ago, my mom needed to go to the hospital. She was taken to the hospital. She was having issues breathing. She had to be placed on a ventilator. I was afraid. I was worried. Wasn't sure what would happen. I felt helpless. And the Spirit says to me, get on your knees and pray. I went to the bathroom. I got on my knees. I prayed. When I got off my knees, it was a different feeling. I felt lighter. I felt relieved. I felt like I knew that everything was going to be okay. And everything was okay. The doctors thought that she may have needed a ventilator for several hours. It turned out that wasn't the case. It was actually less than an hour that my mom stayed on the ventilator. Miraculously, my mom's condition started to turn for the best. Thank God. So she was able to breathe better, and did not need a machine any longer. God showed up as healer and as our doctor. Another example of how God shows up. I prayed for an employment that was closer to my home, one where I could also telework, one where I could bring my full self. Well, God answered that prayer. God was there. God provided. My commute to work is shorter now. I telework every other week, and I bring my full self when I go to work. More recently, my wife had major surgery. Before surgery, I gave it to God. The surgery was successful, thank God. And then I was a caregiver. For some of you, you know what that means, caregiving. There are times when it could be hectic, overwhelming. Thankfully, God provided angels. Angels in the form of neighbors and friends. And they were there for us. They made it so that we didn't need to worry where we were getting our meals. They ordered meals for us, had it delivered to us, or provided provided, uh, what is it called? Gift cards, so that we could eat without worrying. They made themselves available so that I could just relax and not do anything. They ran errands. They made phone calls and checked on us. God provided. God was there. I offer you some encouragement. If you're experiencing any difficulties right now, please know that you are not alone. As I close, I remind you of this message we received here at MCCDC not too long ago, and that is that God is always with us. Thank you for sharing your time.